Corey. We are back out at this gem of a disc golf course. We got 12 holes left to go. Proctor's got a lead. Jerry and Leaf are going to try and chase him down, though.
Man, they are, and they're putting their effort into it. Jerry's been having a fantastic tournament, really. James, though, just having a little bit better of one. 5 strokes on the guys.
And they're not playing bad. Look at that. 6 down, 8 down from Faes.
No, not at all. And frankly, let me just say, dude, it is so good, some of those drone shots, to see all these people happy, having fun at the disc golf course, because right now, it is like a little bit of a ghost town down there. It doesn't feel right to me.
They pulled the baskets at Morley this morning.
Did they really?
Yep, they shut down the course.
Dude, so they shut down our course a couple days ago, not to take away from hole 13, normally 15. Fantastic pin position, straight shot with a little bit of a left finish. There is OB left. Having said that, the course is closed, and we haven't yet pulled the baskets, but I think that's coming very soon.
I would bet it is. Yeah, the cops came out today, I guess.
Really?
To Morley, yeah, made him pull it.
Holy smokes, man. Yeah, so unknown little hack, I guess now very known hack. There's a couple of us that have been playing some object golf throughout the park to take some putters out and just start chucking them. It's been fun.
Nice. In small groups.
Of course, solo. We live stream it to each other.
There you go. There it was. Jerry's drive looked pretty nice. Here is Leaf's.
Pretty nice.
Just
as well.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good miss, though. If you can come up 40, 50 short, you have a straight putt with relatively no danger, outside of the obvious roll out of a hill.
Faes with a very late tree right there kind of robbed him of a good birdie bid.
Mm-hmm.
And Proctor.
Going back to that T-bird. Ooh, a little drifty, though.
Uh-oh.
Potential for a good tree, though, I think. That thing was running to the right.
I think he came out on the good side of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Sale.
See, I like this shot. Just missed this tree. No, a little bit short of it. That's great. You're looking at the basket, putting at, or not putting at the OB, I should say.
Or straight down a hill either.
True that.
James is up. Not the easiest, honestly.
Dude, this is not where you want to be. Like, having to approach this green from any farther than maybe 80 is so scary.
Yeah, I was wondering if he's going to take the Heiser approach or the Annie. I think he took the Annie to try to match the slope of the hill.
Absolutely. I mean, if you come down on Heiser, if you miss left, you're out of bounds. If you come down and it hits weird, you're rolling right back down to the right.
Jerry with a long bid for the 2.
Give it a chance, but gosh, that's scary to really commit to from down there.
Sure enough. James to save a par.
Jerry's like, God, dang it.
Even when he screws up, it ends up not mattering.
I wish I had that same tactic, man.
Yep.
It just doesn't really work for me like that.
Mike for a 2. This would be just a great get.
Man, not his day.
He's just not feeling that putt right now.
Nope.
He was feeling it a couple holes ago, though.
Yeah, actually true.
Yep. And Leaf lost it, too. Somebody has stolen their mojo, Corey.
Leaf, get your mojo back. Mike, get your mojo back.
It's in his knee braces.
Dude, maybe
the socks.
I was going to say, maybe the reason for the braces are showing its teeth, like his degenerative knees. I'm just kidding. He seems totally healthy. I've never actually seen him get hurt.
He's got Todd Gurley knees.
Oh, my gosh, dude. Very big news. Releasing Todd Gurley. Like, what is happening? I don't even know what this world is anymore.
Dude, the NFL offseason is literally saving sports right now.
No, you're absolutely right. That, and, I mean, listen, low-key insider, esports are like the only professional sports that's actually being able to play right now because they can play remotely.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's been cool.
Nice putt, James, and a good fist pump to boot.
Man, he needed that. If that misses, very real possibility it rolls down the hill, and there's OB at the bottom, so that hit is so good.
Yeah, he was coming on a Heiser, too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely had that possibility. Hole 14, we got the big boy pin today, Corey.
Ooh, all the way up the hill?
Yes, sir.
I love it. So we are playing to hole 14C, if this is the same hole that we've played in the past. Looks like it is. It is a smash. You can go big sidearm at the left side of this tree line that we'll see from the tee here, or you can go with the big aggressive Anheuser. The tricky part, though, there's OB short right of the pin and long of it, so you really got to commit to whatever shot you're going to throw.
Jerry is fading earlier than you want, Corey.
Way farther than you want. That's going to be That's going to be tricky to get up and down from there.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting look for sure. Leaf is throwing up the middle. Okay.
Yeah, this is oh my gosh, it's like a little bit more aggressive than your average play. Is going to cut that out of bounds. But that's safe, and he should have a real easy up and down for his 3.
Yeah, looking great right there. Phaser beam. Is this going to flip enough?
I don't... Oh, okay.
Huh.
I think that might have hit a tree somewhere.
I think you're right. And James asked me, should I go for the eagle on this one? I was like, of course you should. You're James Proctor.
Dude, come on. And to be fair, this hole is, I think, a little more like a super pro par 3. It's not necessarily a 2-shot hole, but it's so difficult for anyone, under 10-10 rated or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Sail.
Ballista.
Is that Ballista?
Oh, yeah.
So he is going for the pin, too.
Oh.
Oh, what a nasty kick.
Dude, he threw it so good. Oh, okay. Jerry's got a little line.
He does there. It's a tight window, though.
Oh, look at this. Is he throwing from, below it?
In a weird run. Yeah, I think he is, yeah. Huh.
That's a good shot.
That was. Sail finished a little bit closer than Jerry, but not much. Going back to his trusty forehand approach.
Boom.
He did it again, Corey.
Yeah.
That little
stall.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Ooh. That is a Central Coast spin. We can confirm that.
Oh, that's right. It is, isn't it? Leaf. He'll just take his easy birdie. James, though, he wants this eagle. Get it, buddy.
Dude, I did the exact same thing when I played on camera, dude. I threw it to 40 feet and then absolutely blundered the putt.
Like, why did I do that?
Dude, it's like that's why you come out and play disc golf is to be able to make putts like that.
Right? It's the dragon we're all chasing out here.
Oh, do we get a Bizzle sighting in the background? I think that might be him sitting down on the left.
He was out there.
Yeah. Just saw Bizzle yesterday. Shouts out. Keep safe out there.
There's the rest of the gang. Everybody dropping in birdies on that one. Nice
oh my
to see.
gosh, David Lackey sighting at the end there.
Oh, yeah.
Shouts. Former SF local, now lives out in Montana. I think he might be in the Bozeman area.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah. It's a great town.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame Bohart's not there anymore.
Dude, you're telling me, man. That's a highlight of the disc golf filming career for sure.
Right, man? Oh, that's such a good trip. Proctor sitting on a 5-stroke lead as we head into 15/17.
Yeah, and Phaser sneaky pacing him, sitting at 9 under as well through 14 holes. Hole 15 though, normally hole 17, par 3, downhill, really a tester of a birdie if you're trying to get it. Like I said in the last round, 2 options. You can throw this hyzer flip up the middle, or you can play a slightly more stable play to the right side, test that asteroid field. We like to call it the Star Wars route.
Let's see what they got for us. This one's always so fun to watch the disc fly because you never really know when they're going to hit a tree.
100%. And you can have something bending just slightly left to right, and you're just hoping it gets there, it gets right enough in time.
Just missing it by inches. And you can see Golden Gate Bridge from 17.
You definitely can. And especially if you walk up on that little knoll that was blocking the bridge, you can see the whole thing from right there.
Oh, cool.
Look at that low committed release though.
That I just had too much hyzer on it.
Yeah. A little bit too much hyzer. Oh, great tree.
That's a great result, though.
So there is out of bounds on that road to the left. It's, you're going to have to miss some stuff to get all the way down there, but it's there.
Leaf is headed over there as well.
Oh, man. Probably another great tree, honestly.
Yep. Agreed. Kept in the middle of the fairway. Faes going... That's an envy. I think.
Whoa, that's Flippy Envy, but...
No, that can't be an envy. Maybe a proxy.
I think you might be right. Yeah, I think it's something slightly faster than an Envy.
Mm-hmm. Getting it down there, though. We'll see what his putt looks like. James?
I like this shot with the... Oh, man. But I like the T-bird speed on this hole.
Mm-hmm. Mike?
Testing that Star Wars route. Get
Telling
back.
it where to go.
Ooh,
Oh,
great
nice.
little shot. Checked up off that tree nicely.
Little bonus roll. So here's where James ended up quite a bit short left. Just going to try and save his par.
Great up.
That should work.
This green can be so fast with these eucalyptus tree. The eucalyptus leaves on the ground, it can just send it shooting past the basket if you come in a little hot.
It's like the SF version of pine straw.
Yeah, no, exactly right. It's actually significant, man. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really slick when they're dry. Jerry, he'll take a par. Here is Faes with a tricky look at it, too.
Woo. Good flag. Good bid, but good flag as well.
Agreed. Sail? I think that's a stroke on the card right there.
He made one.
He got it. He got his back.
Man, dude, I know that feels so much, man. I'm feeling for you, brother.
That's the sad birdie walk. Oh, he's got this putt.
Dude, I love this. Oh. It's like such a satisfying make if you can drop it in.
Yeah, like discs are like 11 inches. That's like a 12-inch gap.
Seriously. You really have to putt it with hyzer if you're going to make that gap and shoot it in.
Very true. Proctor saving his par again after a pretty terrible drive.
Par's not a bad score, man. Sale picking up the birdie, and if I had to take a guess, there's probably maybe a handful of birdies out of like the 35-person field or however many people there are.
Yep. Yeah, it takes an exceptional shot and usually a good putt.
Oh, come on. Are we going to see it?
It's like the saddest birdie ever.
I know. It's so dejected.
It's just so sad that, a birdie brings him up, but not quite to happy,
Yeah. Well, hey, he's back to even. He's got, let's see, that's 15 holes. Should have 9 holes to go. I'm expecting a 9-down finish, bud.
Well, we're about to see it. Hole 16/18, we're playing to the normal pin off to the right.
Oh, the C position?
Yes.
I love this position. And really, it's a backhand shot guised as a sidearm shot. That left to right isn't a finishing left to right. You can see here, you really want a backhand that's going to pan into this. If you're going to throw that sidearm, you really have to push that long tree line, and it's unlikely to get up by the basket. My guess is we're going to see some mid-ranges from, like Sail and, T-Bird 3 maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a rock shot from Proctor, though. Really, if you get something that's going to glide right, that's what you're looking at.
Mike has earned that box with that solo birdie on the last hole. What's he got for it?
This could be good, actually.
Ooh, I like it.
It's got to get over that. Yeah, a little bit more height, and it's perfect. It has that little terraced blocker, but he's probably 35 feet. Very reasonable putt.
Yeah, not bad at all. Jerry, looking to get a little bit closer.
I think this might be a gauge. From Legacy Discs. He was actually sponsored by Legacy for a hot minute.
Cool.
He just doesn't quite play enough events to be like on the more legitimate tournament team from a lot of these manufacturers.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Phaser beam.
This looks good, but the nose angle might keep it. Oh, good. It snuck right past that tree. Fantastic shot.
Well done, Jeff. James?
Ooh, bonus kick, but he's not really going to be in birdie position.
Still not great, but could have been worse.
Oh, yeah. I think if that finishes, he's in a much worse spot than where he kicked to.
And leaf.
A little too turnt, I think.
Agreed.
Gosh, it looks like he made it far enough, but those bushes can be such a bear.
Yeah, they can. So basket is off to the right here. Apologies on the subpar angle. That was a par shot, though.
Yeah, that was.
And
Don't go too far past this green, man. It's got one of the better natural bunkers in disc golf, I think.
it does, man. It gets really sketchy back there. Sail for a 2.
All right, well, an 8-down finish is still possible.
It's there.
Uh-huh.
It's waiting for us. And Faes with a stroke on the card.
Good birdie, man. 7 to D, or 17 to D, 18 to C is such a tough finishing stretch. If you can somehow scrap out a birdie to end your round on those two, you're doing work.
Absolutely. Leaf thankfully didn't go too far. Made his comeback. Jerry, no worries for him. Let's see how far Proctor went back there. Not too bad.
No, where he is, there's a little bit of an opening, so if you drift there, you're all right. But any other place, you're going to have to straddle out behind a bush or something funky. What's he throwing here? Maybe a volt?
I could buy that, yeah.
I think it might be.
Some will give you a little bit of turn, but also that late fade.
Yep. It's kind of. I think that turn is kind of like that MVP, or the volt is kind of like that MVP fairway driver of choice for a lot of those guys.
Yeah. Kind of like their T-bird go-to or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We are back across the street onto the polo field holes. Hole 17, same as yesterday, Corey.
Sweet, 245. A little bit of out of bounds to contend with over this fence. Turns it actually a lot more into like a tunnel shot off the tee. Other than this gym equipment right short of the green, though, there's not a ton to contend with once you get up close to the basket.
Faes with his trusty sidearm.
Oh, this looks almost too good.
I think it might be.
Jeez Louise, it was crisp.
Wow.
Good stop, though. This Russ, dude, he always comes down with James. He's like a Bay Area legend.
Nice. Sail?
Ooh, this looks better.
No luck today. Just a good shot.
Great shot. Turn it on, Sail. I want to see a strong finish out of you.
Absolutely. Jerry? See if you can get that flex forehand working.
Ooh, bite back for him. Yes, sir.
Nice. There's that. He's got that shot.
He does, man. It's almost like an air bounce, like a air bounce sidearm.
It did, didn't it? Faes? Or sorry, Proctor?
Dude.
Oh. Aw.
All right, it's pretty cool, though. I mean, I would like to see it ramp off and in, but you'll take it.
Yeah. Kind of went the wrong way for him, too. Leaf?
Looking at those sponsor signs, too, it looks like Chris Hart stepped up, sponsored this. Oh, yes, stay in. What?
Wow, even a bonus roll.
Yeah. Shouts to Chris Hart, though, sponsoring the hole. One of the most lovable guys out here in the local scene.
Nice. James looks to be outside the circle.
Jerry's like, give me a chance, sir.
It doesn't matter where he is. Faes went a little bit long, coming back for his birdie.
Good putt. Finding really like the only thing to straddle around on the green.
Right. Made it work. Leaf. See if we can chase down this bird.
Good putt, man. I feel like I've been referencing Jerry, like trying to chase down James, but Leaf is like sneaky right in there.
It sure is. And so is Faes.
Yeah, true that, man. Especially with this birdie. I mean, it keeps him on pace.
Mm-hmm. There's
Wow,
a
we're
good
getting a
putt
star
from
frame
Mike
right
as
here?
well. Star framing this thing?
Wow, this ain't no like hole 30 on the last round. Man.
No.
It's a real star frame.
That was legit. Good job, guys.
So I'm interested to see what Jamie did with the layout here for these last few holes, because in years past we usually will turn all these park courses into 3 really tough par 4s. Then you finish on the meadow hole. This year, obviously, a different tactic. So curious to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like Proctor has a 5-stroke lead. Jerry has 3 on Leaf, 1 on Faes. So there's your battle right there. We're on to 18. Just going back up to the top of the hill again.
Oh, cool. So same shot as before. Your drifty backhand putter is probably your shot of choice. Otherwise, if you got that straight sidearm, or like we saw Sias throw, I believe a thumber last time.
And Faes has the box.
Maybe long? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, good little checkup, though.
It's got a neat little spin there on the ground. It's a putt Faes can hit. It's like Mike and his P2.
Drift for the man. Well, stayed up there enough. He's got a putt.
Yeah, not a bad kick. Jerry?
Back to the AVR well. Seen it a lot this event.
Keep coasting.
I think that's good.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. And Proctor.
was a good run on that one.
It was.
A lot of action on the ground, though, for a putter.
Those like eucalyptus leaves again, Corey.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man. It's funny, like this part of the course, especially during the winter, is so unbelievably lush with green grass.
Really?
It's shockingly different.
Funny.
I remember the first time we filmed drone for this course. I filmed drone during the winter, and it was like maybe 2 months after we filmed the tournament, and oh my gosh, it was like a wonderland.
Oh, Mike. Leaving that one a little bit high. He'll have a comebacker for his par. Here's Faes looking for a birdie. And, man, he's got a great round cooking, Corey.
He really does, and it just needs to be noted that he's probably been, like, as far as, like, a club member, like a true club member, he's been the best player in San Francisco for, I don't know, probably the better part of a decade, honestly. PB did his thing. He lived in the area, but I wouldn't necessarily, like, he didn't participate in the team challenges or, the weekly standings or anything like that. So Phaser is, like, the best local, we've had for a long time, and honestly probably a better guy than player, which is crazy to say.
That's very true. Couldn't be nicer. Jerry for a nice 2 here.
Dude, this is the peekaboo cam.
It is, isn't it?
Hilarious. I feel like you're, like, holding it just so it's not in your way.
I just set it on the bush right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Tactically using the foliage there.
Proctor. Keep his lead where it was. What was that?
Jimbo. James.
James.
Oh, my gosh. That's probably the worst putt he's had all tournament.
Easily.
We're not going to talk about, though. We're going to talk about the several strokes clear of the field he still is.
Yes, he is. I think he's down to a 5-stroke lead, probably.
Yeah, real tragic stuff.
There's Leaf ripping it out as his dad looks on.
Oh, is that his dad?
Yep, and the green
awesome.
shirt over there, or green sweater.
Papa Swenson.
There are your scores. James sitting with a 4-stroke lead as Jerry gets a stroke on him. Jerry just 1 clear of Jeff, though, for his second place lead as we head into 19.
Yeah, 345. Like we said in that last video, probably our favorite of these temp holes. This one's been pretty much unchanged since I've been around the Safari. That's 2015 was the first year I was around. And, you got 2 choices. You can go right side and shoot more of a straight shot right at it. Or you could play the sidearm line to the left. Obviously, I'm probably a little bit biased towards the sidearm line. But we'll see what these guys do.
I think FaZe might have been lucky to be saved by that tree, Corey.
I'm thinking he was lucky to be saved by that fence, too. That was that was really heading out of bounds.
This is kind of the hole where it's don't mess with a good thing.
Yeah, true that. That
it's a great.
Might be too good of a thing. Get out of those bushes. Okay. He's on the outside edge, at least.
He is, yeah. Hope we can find a window out. Leaf.
Oh, Marco Benitez. Shout out. Hole 19 sponsor. One of the better guys in the club. True
That's
local.
going left for Leaf. Oh.
I'm going to say that didn't hit Chris Boslino down there in the tee.
Nah, you got the fence.
Okay, good.
Sail? Is this going to come back in time?
Yes.
Oh.
Totally calculated.
Tree assisted.
Dude, he knew that. He knew. I forgot to mention that. Breaking down the hole there is that single branch hanging down from the sky you could always ricochet off of.
If you could mention that next year, I'd appreciate it.
Cool. I'll make that. I'm noting it.
Thank you. Proctor, a little low. But skips up over putt.
Yeah, but still, Jerry is in position for the birdie. I think James might have a lot of bush to contend with.
Faze. Bit of a lengthy bid here for his birdie. That's going to be a par for him. Proctor for the 2.
Committed, bent the knee. He was focused on that one.
After missing that last one, he wasn't going to miss that one.
100%. You could see it in the legs, man. Like when somebody's really, I think, trying, like they get real down low.
That's where that easy power comes from, man. Mike, see if he can take advantage of that tree hit or branch hit.
Yeah, that's a loosely using the term tree.
Mike, no. This is a tough green to putt on, man.
It's all sandy, which means.
But then there's like straw on top of it, right?
Yes, so it's like difficult to get like a good grip on it.
Oh, Jerry.
He was actually. It's funny. Like I thought James would be way more in the bush and Jerry would be on the edge, but it was actually reversed.
Yeah, kind of trickled back in there a little farther than he wanted. Thankfully, he makes the comeback par, but he will be losing a stroke to our leader. But he will still have that stroke on Faes.
At this point, it's likely, that's what we should be talking about as far as like the battle here between Leaf, Jeff, and Jerry. But it's hard not to focus on the win,
For sure. There's Sale cleaning up his par. Faes will clean up his, and then we'll go have Leaf play out, I believe.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, he's still way over there, huh?
Yeah, he had to wait for the other people to tee off before he could.
He's literally on the tee pad. Oh,
yeah, literally on the tee pad for the next hole.
That's hilarious. I wonder what they did. Did they like move it and put it back where it was? Or?
They moved, it's a little farther back than it was before, actually, and then they're playing to that.
Well, no, I mean, like, to tee off. Like, what do you do with the disc?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, actually.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it might be legal to, like, remember where it was and put it back, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sound off in the comments if you know how to correctly play that situation.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yep.
That was a great putt by James. Way to come back from that miss on the last hole. Solo Bird stretching that lead out. Looks like Jerry's still sitting on a one-stroke lead over Jeff for second place. Leaf by no means out of either position so far. And we're on to hole 20. So we're playing to 2 baskets from yesterday, Corey.
Sure. Totally makes sense. This is one of those par 4s that used to get combined. Like I mentioned earlier, we used to have 3 pretty gnarly par 4s out here. This year, though, amended. Let's see, where are we? Oh, shoot. Okay, so we're shooting pretty much straight down this path. Pick your poison on which gap you want to hit in these trees. Looks to me like you could go with a flexor, sidearm or backhand. We might just see some laser straight ropes from these guys, though.
Yeah, I'm curious. Line. Proctor has the box. This is going to be a mash. $70 miles an hour, Corey.
I think 66 would have been fine for that one.
Yeah, it wouldn't got so turned.
Yeah, but hey, it's hard to knock a guy from just throwing the heck out of a disc.
For sure. Faes with higher and flippier.
We haven't seen much wind. We mentioned it in the last round, but once we get down to these polo fields, it is such a stiff wind. So probably okay on the tee, but down in this fairway, probably a pretty aggressive headwind.
Yeah, you're seeing that late flip off the headwind.
Mm-hmm. Or push, if it gets a flight plate up into the left, it's going to throw it to the left.
You got it. There's Jerry finishing short left after Faes finished crazy long right. I don't know if you saw that finish.
Yeah, that was like, he's going to have like a perpendicular or a parallel, actually perpendicular approach to like the pin.
Leaf, this looks nice. If it fades.
It's this. That's great to play it as a par 4, but I feel like these guys, they're getting pin high.
They are, yeah. It's pretty soft for the pro power
this
they
shot
have.
I like. This is probably too good. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sail,
Jeez.
dude.
But I love how he learned off the other 2 guys. They were 3. They were drifting to the right. He played it way off to the left and played that flip.
That's why you miss your putt going into the windy holes.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can windsock.
Classic play.
Proctor finished quite a bit short right, but throws a really nice up. And Faes, who finished long right, it looks like.
Jeez Louise. Oh, get over it.
Don't do that.
Good.
Okay.
Oof.
Leaf, gosh, he could give this a half-go eagle bid here.
I'm curious to see how far Sales got on this. I think he's got like a... Oh, never mind.
Jeez. Oh, my gosh, man.
I was going to say, I think he's got a real putt. But...
Now, that's a good 60, 70-footer right here.
Woo! Oh. Almost snuck that one in, too.
Scared it for sure. It looks like we should be looking at a star frame here.
Sneaking it in.
Leaf kicking it off. Jerry hoping to follow suit. That baby Jerry. That's so funny. Remember, not this year, but last year we were driving to the course and we saw Jerry just randomly driving around.
Oh yeah.
You remember that? And then the next year he's on lead card. Just
It was meant to be.
It was, man.
No, it's not one bit surprising, honestly, to see Jerry at this lead card. Not one of those guys that gets out and tours and plays, some of the big regional events or some of the big national events. But he does play all the good regional events, and he's competitive in every event he plays.
Yeah, I never played with him, man. I didn't know he had the skills.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he a true local. Like, me and him probably live similar distance from the course, like a 3-minute drive type of deal. So, we're there all the time.
Too cool. There is Proctor, resulted in a birdie for him.
Shout out to
everybody else right there.
I was gonna say, yeah, it feels like a par frame, honestly. Kind of feels like a long par 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, shouts to Juno, Junebug. That's Jerry's dog. He goes out there walking to the course all the time. Got to give her star credit for stage time.
We are back on to hole 21. Really just a cool hole.
I love it, and especially because I like throwing flex sidearms. That's really the play. Up the gap. 275 I think we saw in that graphic. So nothing crazy as far as distance wise, but I like this skip play from James as well.
Yeah, it's really cool, but like you say, the forehand just shapes better for the fairway. You can force a backhand, but
it's a way more technical backhand than it is.
Yeah. So Jerry is going to go back to that flex forehand.
A little bit of height on this one. I like that. Oh. Are you serious?
Oh, man.
Oh, I caught so much of that upper right side of the chain.
That would have been such an epic ace, man.
Oh, gosh. You feel for him. And at this point, I mean, he would have been nice to get, probably 2 strokes from James at this point.
Yeah, exactly, man. It could have been a game changer. But he does have a drop in birdie at least.
Which is handy on this hole.
Yeah, I did not go far. Yeah, you don't want to be putting on this one from any great distance.
Ooh.
Ah.
You hate to see it.
Had the shape, just missed the line a little bit.
It can be really tough from this right side. Like, there's so many trees you could see. Like, to throw a really fine shot like that through the trees is tough.
Well done, Mike. So here's where Faes ended up.
Not a bad pitch out, but not where you want to be on this fairway.
No. Leaf with a long, scary bid. How aggressive is he going to get here?
Pretty dang aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, that looked like a normal putt. Same deal for Proctor, honestly.
I'm thinking he might try and make this, honestly. Oh. I swear I have not seen this, dude.
I know you haven't.
Like, I have not. I knew it was coming, though.
You just know it sometimes, man. Good par save from Jeff.
Quality work. Ooh, Jesse Kerfeld.
Oh, there he is.
Sighting in the background, another local legend.
He couldn't play this year, though. I can't remember why.
I know that there's been a couple years in a row he hasn't been able to play. Oh, Jesse Miller, too. So that's DX Jesse on the right and Star Plastic Jesse in the middle.
Oh, is that the deal?
Yeah. DX Jesse is an East Bay guy, but, loved throughout the club, obviously. Great dude. Runs a lot of the Lake Chabot events and helps with, like, Oakland Cities and New Year's Classic, anything over in the East Bay. Look at that. That was like a outfielder's throw.
That was great, man. Is that a Sexton bird?
I think it might be, yeah, just from the print on it. And I actually heard that Jerry 100% thought that was an ace the whole time. Yeah,
because you couldn't see it after it didn't go in because on the far side of the mound.
That's so tragic.
It was heartbreaking stuff, man. We're on to hole 22, though.
Going back to the corral hole, we saw 4 quality turnover shots, and then Leaf got a little scary but ended up safe. My guess is we'll see 5 more shots left of the tree. Might see a sidearm, but probably just 5 backhands.
Yeah, it really makes the most sense. Proctor.
Looks good. Oh, a little farther than you want.
Cleaner look than yesterday, hopefully. He was really in the middle of that bush. Jerry?
Ooh, a lot of angle.
It's fighting, though.
Okay, he's in front of the steamroller.
Kind of the same spot as he was, too. Jeff? Fading early.
With that Milwaukee Pyro.
And does get past the corral, thankfully.
Whew, I was thinking. I mean, I didn't see the out-of-bounds marker, so.
Yep. Leaf?
Oh, go. Okay, good.
That was a sketchy one as well. Looks like Sale's going P2.
Ooh. Okay, that tree's longer than I thought. Never mind. That was a great shot. Okay,
Oh,
jeez.
dang, Mike.
It looked like that tree was like way closer than it was.
It did, didn't it? Jeff with a pretty long bid after that late tree hit.
Go.
What?
Oh my god, dude.
I thought it was already in, man.
Me too. I thought I was waiting for when it was falling for it to stop at the bottom of the basket.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Leaf.
That one did, man.
Give me some. That was a great shot.
Huge putt. He's hit some great ones over these last 2 days.
Yeah, no question. I mean, like I said, he's really like, I think he's already up like 15 ratings points from this event.
No kidding. I believe it, though. It seemed lower than his skill level at the time.
Oh.
Ugh.
And that
Really?
like put him right where he was yesterday.
It did, didn't it?
Frankly, even worse.
Yeah, he's got to straddle around this tree. Let's see if he can make it work and save that par.
Oh. James.
Yeah. He's got a lead, though.
He does, which is handy.
Yep. With
Great putt.
two to go. And a nice
putt by
birdie from
Jerry.
Jerry right there. That's 2 days in a row. A great putt on this hole.
Actually, you're right, huh? He did hit a great one yesterday as well, or last round, yeah.
What a banger. And Mike with an absolute dropper, not to be overlooked. All I can say about that putt is that was a nice drive.
Yeah, it's handy to be able to say that.
Yep. And Faes and Proctor dropping in. Par and bogey, respectively.
Wrist extended on that putt. Man, it is so important that you don't just curl that thing back towards your body.
Perfect, man.
It really was the perfect hit. I mean, hit right in the meaty part of the Mach 5. You don't
Yeah.
want to just slam it on the pole, because that's like worst case scenario.
Yeah, he had it dropping in on pro side. What a putt. Well done, man.
Well, hold on. We've snuck ourselves into a 3-stroke separation here.
With just 2 to go,
Yeah.
it's possible. We're on to hole 23, though. A par 4. We're going up the hill. This is the one you almost threw in, Corey.
Oh gosh, dude, this is good times. I've actually used that clip in a little highlight video I made one time, but yeah, this hole's tough. You really got to get to the top of the hill. If you don't, really, birdie's not gonna be in the equation. Barring a really miraculous shot. Oh, looks like they've brought the pin out from the trees a little bit into a more open, a little bit less guarded position. Backhand sidearm, whatever you got off the tee, that's going to get you up to the top. Is the diagnosis though?
Yeah, it's a pretty routine birdie for these guys, as long as you get off the tee clean.
Well, clean for most of it, but he's likely going to have some shrubbage in his way.
Yeah. Leaf?
I wonder if these guys are all going to go with that right side gap. This is what oh, okay. Well, that didn't work out a whole lot better, but I was expecting more of like a straight shot in the middle like that.
Yeah, totally. That seems like the obvious gap, right? And you can finish left and be okay.
Oh, boom sauce. This is going to be way up there.
Yeah, it's 63-mile-an-hour smoke job by Sail. It's going to have an interesting look for Eagle over the trees.
Yeah, he'll have to pitch around, but my guess is he's going to have a drop-in birdie.
Face?
Ooh, okay. Left side is pretty safe. I'm assuming that's like casual wood or something
Yeah.
right there. But,
Yeah, he's good there.
Yeah, left side's very good. Easy up. Oh, shoot, actually, FaZe has got to look at two.
He does, doesn't he? Proctor?
Oh, is he going Draco right here? I think that might have been the elusive Millennium Draco. He actually was throwing that. I don't know for a fact. But he was throwing the Draco before Calvin Heimberg made it all cool, I will say.
Oh. I heard that they both wanted it as their signature disc.
Oh, 100%. James. I mean, but James didn't really have like a call to the throne, whereas like Calvin, was winning tournaments and with it and stuff.
Yeah, that kind of helps. Leaf getting up there, but probably not in birdie territory. Jerry goes, Ian, left or right? And I said left, so we'll see how it goes.
I think you go right with a sidearm, left with a backhand.
Yep.
Wonderful.
That worked great, right?
He throws those little air bounce shots really, really well.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? So cool to watch. Here is Leaf's birdie bid. That is going to turn into a par. Good nestle. Oh, Mike's got a big, Corey.
Come on, Mike. Come on. Erase those bogeys from earlier. Ugh. Man, one putt like that, like towards the end of your round, it can just like swing your memory and your emotion from the event as a whole. Oh, great. Eagle.
Like one of those?
Mr. FaZe, dude. I mean, granted, he's had a fantastic round as well, which is handy. Okay, you know what that disc was? It was not the Draco. That was his CD2.
Okay. That was for Eagle too, man. And he had a bid there.
Dude, that legit is the angriest I've ever seen James Proctor.
Yeah, right.
And he's probably over it already.
He wanted that Eagle bad.
He did.
Good putt from Jerry. He's going to keep pace with James. But he is going to lose a stroke to Faes.
Tough life, dude. Get a birdie and lose a stroke.
Yeah, that's never fun. Here's James's drop in, and here's Leafs for par. That'll be a solo par for him, I believe. A little bit of cushion for Faes.
Look at dude, the flop city, man. Phaser, I think Faes has got the best floppy putt that I've ever seen. Rico, obviously you say Rico, but that's just a great hit.
Yeah, it was. Well done, Jeff. Good Eagle, man. Let's check out our scores. So he is 2 back at Jerry. We got 1 to go. Proctor is going to win. He's got a 3-stroke lead. And we're on to the big Marks Meadow hole, Corey.
I love this hole. 595 feet. My guess is he's moved it in a little bit from where it's been in years past, because usually it's like in the 630 range. But really, it's a showmanship hole. Usually we're doing tee times at the end of the day, so you have the entire field backed up at Tournament Central, watching it all go down. And I can tell you from experience, it's one of the best feelings and also one of the worst feelings to have the entire tournament watching you as you both crush it into the field and miss short putts at the basket.
Oh, at least Anthony gave you the trophy.
He did, and shouts to him, man. Anthony O'Malley. You know, I'm trying to give as many shout outs to my Bay Area people as I can throughout these videos. And yeah, Anthony O'Malley, AO, he's another great one, dude. Always
He's
a blast
the best,
to play
man.
with him at a tournament.
So it's slightly right of where the drone is flying and slightly short. So you'll see it there in a second on our second shots, but it's just blast a shot and then 200-foot up shot and putt.
Yep, it's really shaped well for this huge max distance shot as well. You know, general left to right shape. Faes cutting it a little short. Oh gosh, that is smushed though.
Yeah, he threw it 65 miles an hour, so that's pretty smashed. And
So
picnic table's fine.
From those tents down there to that picnic table is about 385. So add, you know, whatever, a good 120 feet on the distance. That's a smash.
Oh, cool. Jerry?
This is
62
shaped up
out of Jerry,
nice
man.
Too. Look at that perfect shape too. Full flight.
Yeah.
Matching phase. That's probably 5 bills.
Just a great golf shot right there. Sail going back to that ballista, it looks like.
Little too turn. I think with the amount of height that phase through, that would have been a super smash.
Yeah, I buy that. Still should be able to get up and down for the birdie, though. Proctor, you know this is going to go far.
Boom with the PD2. Oh my gosh, dude. He just rolled a PD2. That ain't right.
That's just silly, man.
To be fair, though, there's not a ton of bad drives on this hole unless you find the bushes left or right. Because at 595, any amount of distance, you know, over 150 to 200, you're going to be able to reach the pin.
And for the record, Proctor has gotten pin high on this before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen,
in one.
Lest we forget when Drew knocked it in for eagle and an even longer position than where this one is.
Yeah, sure. There's James laying up for the win.
Yeah, laying up. Laying up for birdie from 240 feet.
Sail doing the same.
So for James, not a lot of pressure coming down here. He knows he's got the win. But for Leaf and, I mean, Sail to an extent, he's probably battling for cash at this point.
Absolutely, yeah.
Leaf,
Every stroke
Jeff,
matters.
and Jerry, yeah, they really want to get this birdie because you just never know. One stroke, you could drop down out of the hardware.
That's a little short out of Leaf, man.
It is. You know, surprising to see that orange one's been dialed. I've got a feeling he's going to make that putt, though.
Right. Faes
And
going a little bit long.
I was going to say, equally as long.
I did. These baskets out in the middle of nowhere, man, I swear. It's harder to gauge the depth.
I completely agree. And this basket is like, it's usually, or in years past, it's been like on that picnic table that everybody's sitting at or tucked more towards the right.
See if he can finish with a bird.
Oh, Leaf.
Dang it. Faes for his safari finish. And I believe a third place.
Oh, good Lord.
They're coring all over this basket.
We're not going to talk about that. These are way longer misses than me, dude. Like, you saw the disc fly before it hit the basket.
That is true. There's a putt.
Fantastic birdie. And not to be overlooked, Juan X. Bernal and Danny in the back left. But this man, James
There's
Proctor,
your winner.
It's never surprising to see him win. He's just
it's not.
such a good player. He's got it. It's probably between him and Scott Withers as far as like best regional pros.
Regional crushers, yeah.
Like C-tier warriors.
Mm-hmm. With full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Not a great drive, but it's always fun watching James throw in slow-mo.
I know. The Vanilla Gorilla, they call him.
I'd love that, man. I love that one. There is your finish. Our boy Jerry getting second, man.
Man, seriously quality event by Jerry. You got to give it up to the man. Fantastic finish in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, and there is your top 10. Jeff Faes doing work, man. Sneaking up into third place.
Yeah, 15. Dude, 15 down on the round. That's like pretty good.
That is pretty dang good, man. That eagle at the end there definitely helped.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. That is all we got for Safari. Huge thanks to ABX for making this coverage possible. James Thomas, our tournament director, Corey, thank you so much for coming on for commentary. Love having that local knowledge, man.
Dude, my pleasure. It's really been a blast. I look forward to it every year, during the coverage or playing. It's difficult now that I'm touring a little bit more to get back to this event, as it's the week before USDGC every year, but it's just been so much fun watching the coverage, and I appreciate you guys' time, man, coming out and making it happen.
Absolutely, man. I always love coming up to SF. But that is all we got for Safari, guys. I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. We got some England coverage coming, some Iceland coverage coming. Starter pack, champs, chumps. We'll keep you busy during the quarantine. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys around.